and then this will have free range of motion to go up like that and back down like that, and then this has some pivoting as well.
Alpha, the Falcon is back. Prepare for him a partner with attitude.
Hello and welcome to the next episode of Build the Megazord, where we're looking at issue 51 this time, and we are going back to starting new parts of the fantastic Triceratops sword. It's my favourite sword, so I'm not going to waste any time, and I'm just going to crack on with the parts that we need. So to start off with, we need this gorgeous Triceratops head back, and we're just going to flip it around to this little neck joint here, and we need to put this rubber stopper, which is the first part we get in issue 51, and we just need to pop it around the neck joint there. These are going to keep falling out, so you'll see it is fully around there like that at the bottom, just to protect it from what's going to come up with the rest of the neck parts of the Triceratops. And speaking of the neck parts, here is the first one. This lovely silver painted plastic part here is going to be the main neck joint of the Triceratops. So I'm just going to pop that down there like that, bring back the Triceratops, and you'll see there's a little groove cut out there for the neck joint on the main head. And then what we need to do is get this joiner part here and just put it around that neck joint and screw it all in. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. And there we have it all on there like that, so it can turn and it can go up. And actually this plastic protective part here, it doesn't protect the joint from the actual thing, from the neck joint, the neck part. It actually acts as a buffer, so it holds it in place, which is pretty cool. So yeah, so that is how that part all looks. We then need to put this aside for just the time being, actually, and let's bring in this part here. Let me just zoom in a little bit. So this is another joint of the neck, and you've seen this part many times before. It is the metal pin part there. So what we need to do is we need to face it so it's this way round, and then we get the, just make sure I got it right, the circle side. So we've got the circle side there and that part there. So we get the circle side and we pop that in like that, and make sure that that does fit in there like that. That is nice and tight in there. And put that aside for just a little moment, because we're bringing in another part of the neck hinge, which is again this lovely silver painted part. Now with this part we get these very small see-through rubber washers, one that goes on that side there like that, and another one that goes on that side there like that. They do actually fit in pretty nicely when gravity doesn't take hold. So they're in there like that. Then we need to bring this part back and make sure I get this the right way around. Flip that around so that goes in there like that. So it should look like that when you are at this stage. Just make sure that you've got all the spokes facing the right way, you've got the indented part of this part facing the right way, and you'll be golden. The final part then of this neck joint, if we flip this up, is this circular part here with a joining part there, and actually it's really nicely done. So you see you've got the circle part there, but either side you've got two grooves which fit the grooves of this part very nicely. So that just slots in there like that, And then we get this quite unique screw. Just show you it before I screw it in. It's quite unique because it's hasn't got any texture or any joining parts till right at the end. And we just get this, and from the bottom, so I might just push that up there like that, and then start screwing it in. Oh, it goes in like a dream. It's really nice and satisfying. There we go. So make sure that it doesn't misalign while you're screwing it in. I don't think it does, and I think it can go a little bit more. There we go. That is nice and firmly in there. So you see that this part moves, but all this other part is pretty solid. So what we need to do now is bring back the trike. There we go. And this metal join here matches this hole here, and this circle part needs to go at the top of the trike's head. So basically we just push that in there like that to make sure it's properly all aligned. There we go. There we go. So look like that at the top, and then this will have free range of motion to go up like that and back down like that, and then this has some pivoting as well. Obviously not as much as that, mainly more like that, because we are going to attach the rest of the neck part here. And this is very simply, you screw it in with these 4 screw holes, line everything up. There we go. So I'm just going to go ahead and screw that all together now. And there it is, all done. Do you know what? Remember that time when I was saying we need longer chains on this trike head? I'm so glad that the larger chain buckets didn't transpire to anything, because they keep popping out as it is, which is a little frustrating. I might have to kind of put a little bit of blue tack or something to secure them, because they are a loose fit. Is anyone else having a loose fit with these horns? Please let me know. But yes, so if I just zoom out just a little bit, there you go. You get to see the Triceratops with the neck joint there. So this is what it will look like when it's in Triceratops mode. And then this part will swing up, and then that will be the foot of the Megazord there, with more being built on the top there. So it's a lovely little hinge. I love that you've got this cover here, which disappears, and then the rest of the Triceratops feet, wheels, legs will kind of block the rest of this part here as well. So yeah, it works really nicely. We've also got a little bit of pivoting there, so when it comes to the leg mode, you've got a little bit of ankle pivot there as well. So it looks great, and I'm very excited that we are building more on the Triceratops, because the Triceratops is my favourite sword. I don't know if I mentioned that before, I'm sure I have. Yeah, but that is the end of this video. Issue 51 all done. So next week we're going to be building more of the Triceratops, of course, so I hope you will join me for that. Until then, have a great week, take care, bye bye.